Dímelo mi gente, Marcucci here again, bringing you another video, and we're gonna be discussing Wormhole. And don't let this chart fool you. I think it's gonna be a great infrastructure play if you like Solana. I know it's down 77% all time, and it just recently came out. And we say we don't like those coins in this video, but let's find out if we actually really enjoy it or not, and where we think it's heading at another point in the video. And as always, at the end, I'm gonna show you what their competitor is valued at too. So stay tuned until the end. Right now, it's about 32 cents, $830 million market cap, number 73, and a lot of volume actually, 276 million in volume. Circulating supply is I think not that high, compared to the total supply, which is 10 billion. Circulating supply is only 2.5 billion, and the fully diluted market cap is about 3 billion, 3.2 billion. So it's had, I will say, a good month. So it's up 60%. Today is down horribly, but I guess everything is kind of down. So we can see here the token unlocks, and 73 is still locked, 26 is unlocked, and we can see here. So the important date for everyone to see is this one. So April 5th, 2025, and then so on and so forth. I think like every April is when the huge unlocks happen. There's some small unlocks though, so always take that into account. So Foundation Treasury, and so Foundation Treasury, about 500k every day, give or take. So Wormhole is the leading interoperability platform that powers multi-chain applications and bridges at scale. But before we get into that, and we'll see a video a little bit later, let's get into holders, and as well as, they have 97,000 holders, which if you divide the market cap by the holders, that's like $33,000 per holder. So it is quite a lot. So they don't have as many holders as I thought they would, which, it's a newer coin, so I'll take that into account, but not really what we like to see. Wormhole Treasury holds almost 8%. This wallet holds 6%. Then Binance, and Binance again. So really looks pretty standard. No wallets have like that big of a chunk. And then this one is so it is gonna be a ERC20 token too, but I only could find the Solana token. So looks pretty standard. Everything you guys could read. I'll link this in the description down below, where that money is going to with the different percentage allocations. But let's see what one of the directors have to say about
the future. Really is going to be cross-chain. We already see that with some of the biggest protocols setting up shops on different chains. This is such a strong competitive advantage, being able to tap into these other audiences. There's going to be no way for a protocol to reach the same size and grow as much without being truly cross-chain.
Me personally, I don't think everything is going to be cross-chain. I think people are going to, different countries and different regions and different communities will have these different blockchains that they work with. But I don't know if it's going to be completely cross-chain, but, let's see.
I'm Hendrik. I'm a director for the Wormhole Foundation, where I had a lot of the strategic and development efforts for the protocol. The blockchain world, we can imagine as each individual blockchain is like different cities. These cities are not interconnected with each other. There's no roads. It's kind of like the world pre-globalization, in the way that you had small individual economies that all operated similarly. Like some had specializations, but there was no way to efficiently exchange goods between these different cities or countries. Wormhole, you can imagine as being the roads between these cities. It allows information and value to flow freely between any of the connected blockchains. We've seen what globalization has led to in the world with like rapid increase of innovation. And I think that's what cross-chain communication is going to enable for the blockchain space as well. It's just going to be a massive catalyst for innovation. A lot of people think Wormhole is just a bridge, but there's a lot more to it than that. There's 3 core pillars Wormhole enables for the blockchain world. And that is first, allowing you to, with one click, take your asset cross-chain. The second pillar is dApps, with one click allowing you as a developer to take your application cross-chain with the least development effort, new code having to be written. Third thing is taking data cross-chain.
So I think that's dope. If you build like a dApp on Ethereum or Solana, you can move it cross-chain. I think that is really helpful. I will say that.
Making data freely flow between chains and available to everyone.
And the data too, obviously.
Wormhole idea started like as a more narrow solution to a very concrete problem. Project Zero reached out. They wanted to build an exchange on Solana. The problem, though, was that the only coin in the Solana ecosystem was the Solana token. What they wanted was a way for assets to move into Solana from other blockchains. We had to move really quickly because they were just launching. So it was like a 2-week effort in which we looked into how we could best design such a bridge. It was only, I think, 4 months later that Jump actually reached out. They'd been working on a protocol called Pith, which is an Oracle protocol that brings financial data to Solana. And they wanted to take this data cross-chain. That hit us as a surprise because there had been a couple protocols before that had asked us that, but in the beginning we were thinking funds was the main use case of cross-chain. So we went back to the drawing board and tried to come up with the most flexible solution that would allow the future of truly cross-chain use cases. And this was kind of the inception for the Wormhole V2, which is what we all know as Wormhole today. In my head, Wormhole is going to be the most trusted and fundamental piece of infrastructure that everyone will rely on. Users might not even know which chain they're interacting with, and that interaction between multiple chains is seamlessly handled through this communication layer, essentially turning users from being blockchain users into truly Web3 users.
So yeah, that's what Wormhole is. Pretty cool video. And let's just quickly talk about the roadmap that they have for coming up. So some of those they already did, like the wormhole scan that we could see here, and we could see it's almost approaching 1.1 billion total messages. 177 messages in the past 24 hours, total volume $48 billion, and the last 24 hours 30 billion in volume. I mean 30 million, sorry. So quite a lot, right? If you think about it. This is their website. You know, they basically kind of work with everyone. The website is pretty neat. I wouldn't say it has like the most, you know, best things here, but they do have some key things. They have 19 validator nodes. It's fully open source, so things that we really like, and 200 applications built that use the messaging, 6 runtime supported, and 30 plus blockchain supported. So we could see here under ecosystem, Jupiter, one that we know, that we discussed, Pyth already, and really many others. If you go down here, Audi is another one too, Bonk. So Brave, they have a lot of people that they work with, and that's overall kind of why I'm really bullish on them. But I will say though, I remember when this coin first started like appearing or whatever, and they were like people trying to find the airdrop, and it said like time 10 minutes, cost $5, reward $2,000. So this was like a really big airdrop in the Solana or crypto ecosystem. How did that go for people? Doesn't look too good, but like I say, it's not free money, because obviously you have to like kind of interact, and it said like it costs $5, but you basically get these tokens, and if they do good, then yay. If they don't, then so. I will say though, they have a competitor, and that is these people, LayerZero, and it looks like I couldn't find how much money they made in fees like Wormhole, but it looks like these people are making, $12 million in fees is a lot. They are down though compared to like where they were before. So that to me is a little concerning, right? The last thing I want to mention is the daily transactions. So they had a lot of transactions here in February, which I am assuming is when everyone was like hyping it up, right? And after that, it's just completely crashed down to having 3.4 daily transactions. Total value locked though, I will say, is increasing. It was really high in April, then came crashing down, and this was April 2022. It has since then picked back up this year, almost gonna surpass really close to its all-time high. So that's pretty good. Is it worth $3 billion? I don't know. Maybe. Can it go back up to the 1 billion? And that'll be like what, 5 billion in fully diluted market cap? Maybe. It is a play on Solana, and if Solana increases and people are just gonna see, oh, this is a Solana token, like let me just put money in because that's what people do, then yes. But I'm afraid that people still hold the token from the airdrop, as well as next year there's gonna be like another big unlock. So this is really hard. What was the market cap here? It was 2 billion. So I don't know. If you believe in Solana, then it'll probably go up. But will it reach all-time high next year? I don't know. This is definitely worth being in the top 100. I do believe that. And it could probably go back up to like the 75 cents that it once was. And that's what 1.3? Yeah. So it could go back to 75 cents. I believe so. Anyways, and that's by next year, obviously. Anyways, in terms of your thoughts, please let me know what you thought about the video. And as always, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.